Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Hearthstone. Today we're going to be continuing to check out the Journey to Ungoro expansion, this time with something different from our usual fare. We are going to be playing a wild match with an awesome Dragon Priest deck that I found online and tried out and could not help but fall in love with. So let's go ahead and jump in and see if it continues to perform for us in our first match.
Anduin versus Anduin.
Aha! It's a priest off. Well, this should be interesting. He's fairly likely playing the same deck as I am, just because it's pretty popular right now, but we'll see how that shakes out. I'm going to actually dump the Blackwing Technician since we're going first, just because I'm hoping we can get a lower mana cost card, and of course, that would be too much to ask, but that's okay. Maybe at very least we can eat an early game Shadow Word Pain with our Northshire, and if not, maybe we can get a card or two off of it, so I'm not going to... Not going to get too concerned here. This deck has pretty good survivability and recovery. Plus, we finally got a dragon in our opening hand. You guys didn't see, but we had one episode that I actually had to skip over because we had a lever. But in that match, we went like 7 turns with no dragons, which is really rare in this deck. So I'm glad to have one in the opening hand, especially such a good one like the Operative. Hopefully, our opponent's going to join us here shortly. I think I saw some movement over there. Nice, he did mulligan, which means he's not AFK. We'll go ahead and throw it on our Northshire once this shit finishes. There it is, and we'll hope for no coin into... we'll hope we don't see a coin into a Shadow Word Pain here. I'd love it if he'd play a minion. No, okay, it's a Death Rattle Priest. We actually should do pretty well here, I think. Famous last words, I know, but I have had good experience with this in the past. Ooh. Not bad. Okay, so I'll just go for the obvious shield here, and we'll bop him for one. Although I am a little concerned because I know that Shadow Word Pain is falling out of vogue, but I'm not sure if Death Rattle Priest still runs it or not. Should be interesting to find out. And since we're playing Wild, we may be seeing a really cool, like, maybe N'Zoth combo type Death Rattle Priest, which would be pretty neat, but I'm not so sure. You do see a lot of people who are just, I think, which I do sometimes too, but taking advantage of having a separate rank for Wild and just wanting to get some matches. No, this is a true Wild deck. Museum Curator is definitely not a legal for play card, so nice. I don't know if I want to use Cabal Talon Priest on my Northshire Cleric. I like to make it like as big as possible and all, but I don't know what the value of a 1/8 is. Like, I don't run any inner fire or anything in this deck, so I actually don't know that it's worth continuing to buff that guy. Jeez, this guy just really takes his time. He must be trying to think about coining, maybe? That's okay. So we can Cabal Talon Priest here, or alternatively, we can draw 2 cards, which we'll do, because fuck yeah. Ba-boom! Double draw! And if we're really lucky, he'll be a dummy, and he'll heal his Curator, and then we can draw 2 more. Because a lot of people don't realize, I know I've made this mistake, that Northshire Cleric, if you read the text, is actually just whenever a minion is healed, draw a card, not whenever you heal a minion or you heal a minion you control. You can actually do some really goofy stuff with it. If I didn't have ways to remove his guys next turn, I could, like, heal it theoretically, and I would draw more. Which is fun. Sometimes it's worth it if you have the right minions. Hey, is this a Cthulhu deck? I don't even know what we're dealing with at this point. It appears to be a Death Rattle Priest running Cthulhu. Go figure. But we will go ahead and Nether Spite here. And get even more draw. Ho ho, I'll take the Draconid. What do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards in our hand, so we can afford to do one more of these heal combos. Let's go ahead and bop this guy. Give him a quick heal. Get some even more draw. And we'll hit this guy. This hand now at this point, I feel like we should be pretty secure for the game. As long as he doesn't get us to burn a whole bunch here, we should be able to just basically fill the board up pretty easily, even through a clear or 2, I think. If he does nothing to clear out our board here, oh, he is going to take out one of my Northshires, but we should be able to just ping off his Corruptor there, which I think is probably the best way to handle it. Yeah, I think the best call here is going to be drop the Corruptor, knock out his 3/3, and then just leave his taunt in place for this turn. We can take it out with the Corruptor next turn. Boom! Get out of here. Nice. We'll just hold off for now. No need to ping for 1, or for 2 rather. He'll just heal through it. And yeah, I'm thinking we'll just take that out with our Corruptor. And next turn we have quite a few options for cards to play. I'll probably just end up falling back to like an Operative or something, but maybe we'll go for something a little more efficient, like a Wormrest Agent into Cabal into Twilight Drake or something like that. It'd probably be a good idea to clear out our hand a bit since he still hasn't removed the Cleric. Yeah, definitely. Although we could heal instead of spending some of that mana, which is probably a good idea. Let's go ahead and drop a taunt of our own. And I would like to heal here, but I don't think we can. But we can Power Word, so that's fine. Let's buff the shit out of this stuff. Ba-boom. Become a big old taunt. Ba-boom. Become a bigger old taunt, and we get another draw out of it. Nice. And then, he's got a 3/5 Death Rattle that summons another taunt. Now we got to take out, well, we're going to buff it. Let's take out the 3/5 here. And then he gets a 1/2. Do we want to bop the 1/2? Yeah, why not? There we go. And then next turn we're set up if we want to do a big Holy Nova draw. Although I think at this point we're kind of set for cards. I think if we drew another 3, we'd be burning stuff. But we are sitting pretty well so far. We could still see a Dragonfire that would fuck me up pretty bad since none of the minions we have on the board are actual dragons in this dragon deck. But, oh, hey. You want to entomb my 2/4? That's fine with me. Is he even a 2/4 pre-buff? I don't know that he is. No, he's a 1/4. So yeah, enjoy the 1/4 non-taunt, unless you're running dragons. And now his buff is going to fizzle, which is great. I think what we'll just do here is Draconid Operative, see what we can discover. Get a big minion. And then we'll heal. Definitely going to take the free from Amber here. It's great for some endgame pushing. And we'll trade away our Nether Spite. She's done her job. And we can bop these 2 and get a quick heal for another free card. Hopefully I'm not over 10. I actually forgot to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Shit, we're going to burn a card. You guys, I'm terrible. I should have spent that mana on 2 Twilight Drakes. Ah. Fuck. Whoops. That's okay. We did draw a Primordial Drake, which is fairly nice. Man, everybody and their sister in Wild running Sylvanas. That is one of the classic cards that has still eluded me, interestingly enough. Oh, I guess it's Death Rattle. Yeah, this is almost definitely an Azoth deck. No, how could you? So I think the smart trade here is to take out the Sylvanas and hope he gets the Draconid. But we don't actually need to attack him, because he will definitely attack us. In fact, we could Primordial Drake and even heal him to keep him from killing that for another turn. Would that be worthwhile? I think it actually might. You could oh, well, but we can't do both actually in one turn yet. We're not at 10 mana. We could just drop it free from Amber, but I don't want him to get control of that. I'd prefer not to play anything too crazy valuable. So let's just go with another Draconid Operative, because I can always Shadow Word Death that. And hey, speak of the devil, we'll just hedge our bets here. And then I'll drop a Twilight Whelp. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have learned my lesson, so we will not heal. We'll drop another Twilight Whelp. And we'll go for the face, because while this guy is going for a quest, he's only about halfway there. And I think we might be able to finish him off here if he doesn't clear our board soon. Because he is going to take a card, but there's a good chance he won't actually get what he wants, which I assume is a Draconid Operative. I guess he probably doesn't care that much at this point. And we still are solid, though, because we have 2 Primordial Drakes and a free from Amber, so we should have a solid endgame lineup here. Get the 5/1, get the 5/1, get the 5/1. Oh, that's fine, too. Especially since, again, it is unable to attack the turn that he takes control of it. That's something I actually learned in the last arena run that I did. I didn't realize that when you permanently take over a minion, it tends to lose its... it regains summoning sickness? I don't know what we call it nowadays. Get serious. Get serious. I'm just gonna knock that out with a Shadow Word. Go home. You're drunk. And then, let's see. We can play another taunt. That's going to stop his whelp from being able to do much. And then we'll buff up our taunt, because we can. And start doing more work, because Dragon Priest is awesome. And that's pretty much game. It's possible, I suppose, that he could pull 4 Death Rattles in one turn, but I doubt that he could play 4 Death Rattles and Amara in one turn. That would be pretty fucking impressive. Honestly, he deserves the win if he can manage that. Not that he'd even get it then. Nice. This guy should consider running a bit more AoE, I think. I mean, I'm one to talk since we have, like, we have Holy Nova. We have Dragonfire as well. Yeah. So there you go. That was match number 1 of our Wild Dragon Priest. Gosh darn, is this deck fun as hell. Definitely recommend checking it out if you have the cards for it. Not too expensive of a deck to put together. I don't think it has any legendaries in it. Anyways, though, if you guys enjoyed the episode, please be sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment below so that I know. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, I will see you next time.